Good afternoon and welcome back to the One Celtic Fans View this afternoon. There are some other SPFL games going on this afternoon. We'll give you the quick rundown of the scores as they are sitting at the moment. It's Aberdeen 4, Livingston 2 with 78 minutes played. Aberdeen on a goal scoring run this afternoon. Dundee United against St Mirren was postponed. Falkirk are beating Hibernian 2. Hibernian getting beat 2-1 by Falkirk. And the big result, massive, huge, unbelievable result of the day is the fact that Motherwell are winning 4-0. And a certain player has been on the score sheet for Motherwell this afternoon. Celtic fans will be looking on to see who scored. Well, we all know the player. The result is the player that Celtic have been looking at Motherwell, and he has scored again this afternoon. Just jump. Just quickly do this. Just notice that Hearts have signed another player from Birmingham City. In a window that's meant to be hard for players to be bought and sold. Motherwell were 2-0 up at half time. Excellent performance. Seem to have spread the goals about Motherwell. But it's an emphatic scoreline in the Premiership this afternoon with Motherwell consolidating their place. There's no way, if you're Motherwell Football Club, there is no way that you're selling your best player. You would be absolutely mad, absolutely bonkers to sell your best player to Celtic. Never mind anyone else. In fact, because they are doing really well. Let's face it. I mean, fair play to Motherwell. Hearts are top of the table. As you see there, they are not playing to any other Celtic or Rangers. Motherwell are, and they've taken a little bit of advantage just to consolidate that place in fourth position. Now, will Celtic make a late move for the Motherwell player? Because if you don't ask the question, you can't get knocked back, Celtic. Place the bid. Just do it. Just get the bid in for the player. If you really think that he's the guy that to take us forward in the longer term, is Tawanda, is he the man? He's certainly on a fine goal scoring run this afternoon. Again, Kilmarnock player was sent off in that game. Well, Kilmarnock are ranked rotten, aren't they? I mean, they are down at the bottom of the table with Livingston. It looks like Kilmarnock and Livingston will be the teams. Can Kilmarnock change it around between now and the end of the season? Hope not. Just saying. Hope not. They want 4-0 for a Motherwell player. They want 4 million for the Motherwell player. Pay it. Just pay the cash. If they want 4 million, pay the cash and get the deal done. Offer 6 million and Motherwell will take it. There's two different opposing comments. Let's jump over to the screen so we can see the comments correctly. Dale Scott says they want 4 million for player. Mark says offer 6 million and Motherwell will take it. I hope Kelly get relegated. Me too. I hope they get relegated too because it's it just gives them an excuse not to just rip up that plastic pitch, doesn't it? If they get relegated and then they'll wait another season. But anyway, who cares? Who cares? I just want them gone because they are just. But Celtic fans that go to games say it's one of the better away games for ticket allocations. So it's a bit up in the air, that one, isn't it? Let's jump on to this score board. 3-1 Hibernian. Getting absolute gubbed, eh? I mean, Hibernian just. I was expecting Hibernian to win that game this afternoon. And against Falkirk. Falkirk away, you're thinking Hibernian and Falkirk have done okay, but they've obviously just gained 3 points. You were expecting Hibernian to put on a push for 4th position. All today's done is Motherwell have pushed further forward, and they have gained a little bit of ground on Rangers. Motherwell do have a goal difference of 18. I don't want to talk about the games tomorrow. We'll just concentrate on the games today and a little bit of transfer speculation. Cheers for that, Dell. There's been people talking about if the draw was done today for the game, the playoff game in Europe. Celtic are currently sat 24th in Europe. Fantastic that we are still in the European competition. It's not for everyone in Scottish football, as we know. But if the draw was to be done today, we would either get Porto or Genk. And then, if we were to win that, can you imagine we get Porto? Martin O'Neill's last game in Europe for Celtic versus Porto. It would be strange to say the least. It would be a case of a little bit of revenge there for Martin. It would definitely be a massive case of revenge. I want revenge. I just want revenge. Just anything. But you better get his players in before the end of this window, because I want revenge. Will be the case for Martin O'Neill, because you can use those players. But then it could be the fact that we could play Robbie Keane's team. In the last 16. Could you imagine that? That would have some Celtic fans biting their nails, because there's a lot of Celtic fans would like Robbie Keane, but just think about it. If we were to finish 24th and Porto and Genk were to still finish in the positions that they are in, Celtic would play Porto or Genk. If we won through the two-legged the playoff, if we won the two-legged tie and then play Robbie Keane's team in the last 16, and Robbie Keane's team, we'll wait and see. Right, let's get some predictions in for tomorrow, whilst we are waiting on some of these scorelines just becoming officially done and dusted. Falkirk 4-1. 4-1. Jesus. Falkirk have scored. Jeez. And oh, you got to give it to them. It's an own goal by Grant Hanley for the 4th goal for Falkirk. It was a Hibernian own goal by Grant Hanley. What a devastating day for a Hibby. 4-1. And final, it's full time in Scottish football. Motherwell 4, Kilmarnock 0. Motherwell 4, Kilmarnock 0. That is a full time result. And Livingston, it's 4-2 against Livingston and Aberdeen. There we go. Livingston have had a player sent off also. It's 5-2. 5-2. Jesus. Aberdeen are on fire, aren't they? Absolutely on fire this afternoon. God, good game for them. What does that do for to the league table? I mean, Aberdeen, they're fighting to get into the top 6. I mean, they're down in 7th position in the league, and they've got a fight and a half on to get into the top 6. It'll be it's going to be interesting the next couple of games, I'm sure, from that perspective. If you are a little bit of a Motherwell fan, and Aberdeen fan, because I mean the points difference is just unbelievable. If Aberdeen do get into the top 6, I mean they'll need to get above Falkirk. Can they do that? Going to have to go on some run. Some run, son. You're doing some run. Let me just jump back to the scores. Still playing at Aberdeen. Still playing at Falkirk. Falkirk 4, Hibernian 1. Let me see if we can get some score predictions in for tomorrow. It'd be crazy to see if we could get John McGlynn as manager, because it's unreal what he's done at Falkirk. Well, he was on the books at Celtic, and Celtic let him go. He was the B team manager, remember, at Celtic, and he did quite well. And did he not leave Celtic to go? I can't remember. Was it Falkirk? Coming out of Oslo, he nudged out. Think that we will win 3-1 tomorrow. The Porto game still gives me nightmares. What do you think it does to Martin O'Neill, mate? It would be something else if we do get Porto in the playoffs. Do you know, that's a crazy. There's all sorts of permutations that could happen in Europe, and I think that any one of those, you know, you could, if we get Nottingham Forest, you know, and Martin O'Neill's career is so prolific at Nottingham Forest, where his football journey really started, and then for it to be one of the final games in Europe, if it were to get Porto, reminiscence of 2003, Celtic fans will want revenge in numbers for that game. And then if we get through and then we play Robbie Keane's team in the last 16, jeez, it's not worth thinking about until next Thursday, because next Thursday is the reality of when Celtic fans will really need to be thinking about it. 4-1 is for Falkirk. Yep, it's 4-1 to Falkirk. It is that. Just waiting on the full-time whistle going in that game. Motherwell closing the gap on Rangers, solidifying their place in fourth. Hibernian losing, allowing Motherwell to get a little bit of a gap. I know there's still 15 games to go in the league or whatever, but it is unbelievable. Motherwell game has finished. It's the only one that has finished as yet. 5-2 Aberdeen against Livingston. Dundee United postponed. Falkirk 4, Hibernian 1 in the full-time whistle. Motherwell 4, Kilmarnock 0. 4-1. Celtic will smash them tomorrow. Let's hope so. 2-1 for Celtic. 2-1. 3-1 tomorrow. I'm back on it. Celtic lad is drunk. I think he says either 5 or 6, but typed in 56 for Celtic. The light was awfully red, wasn't it? 3-1 to the boys, even though Hearts' 3 best players out for tomorrow. Doesn't matter. Tottenham are ruining my accumulator. We'll win 2-0. It'll be 3-1. Now is the time. It's Blackie. 3-1 to Celtic. 3 Hearts players done. Still got a squad, unlike us. Yeah, that's the way to think of it. Where's my Celtic top? I'm going out as soon as I finish this, mate. So I'm just going straight out. I'm going out. So that's why I'm doing this kind of quick video, and it'll be finished in 4 minutes. as I get the look from the hand of God. Full time Motherwell. It is 4-0 to Motherwell versus Kilmarnock. Motherwell scoring 4 goals today, and Tawanda scoring one of those goals. And it is full time at Falkirk. Falkirk 4, Hibernian 1. And then when it goes the other game, it is still playing at Livingston. And it is, the screen's just cut out. What is going on? Ooh, that was a bit dodgy. Gremlins. That's because I'm going out. Why has that screen just gone? Don't be doing that. Can't see anything. Score for Hibs. That is the score. 1 yellow card in the City. Man, I don't know. It's 2-2. God, I'm putting that result up just in case we tip fate. Anyway, let's jump into Louis Saha hits out at Celtic. Horrible decision to sack Wilfred Nancy. That's a headline that I'm not even going to bother reading into. Celtic have been told how much David Fofana will cost as an English side drop out the race for the Ivorian Coast striker. He's been on loan in Sicily and in Turkey. Sicily? What the fuck was that even about? This is because I'm getting pressure. Could feel it staring at me. I think that anyone that we get in now, I think that they're waiting to see Celtic. Waiting to see if we lose tomorrow, fuck it, what's the point getting anyone in? Keep the money till the summer. Don't get anyone in. Don't spend any money unnecessarily because the next manager is going to need a bucket load, Martin. So you just have to do with until the end of the season. Martin's watched his magic again. Really fancy our chances now for tomorrow. Let's hope so. Let's look at it. The players will be in fine. Sometimes you get a little bit of a hangover tomorrow. Just a little bit of a hangover, and I'm getting a little bit of gremlins. This keeps cutting out. Anyway, has that game finished so we can get the full time? The Aberdeen game is still going. Just waiting on the Aberdeen game finishing. And then, but the other scores, let me just see. Do this is. Oh. Let's get some of the matchday live. Results today. That's the wrong one. The Scottish football site is absolutely rank rotten, isn't it? It doesn't look like that goal. Oh, 6-0 for Aberdeen, 6-2. 6. Aberdeen have scored 6. Aberdeen have scored again. It is now Aberdeen 6, Livingston 2. Aberdeen are completely going for it, aren't they? Unbelievable. Aberdeen had a player sent off, as did Livingston in that game. That actually looks like it had been a good game. Just when you think it's all done, it is 6, Aberdeen 6, Livingston 2. Unbelievable. Can we listen to that?
Go to bbc.co.uk/sportscotland.
Fuck off. You'd be as well finishing that scoreline now. They're not going to score another one, surely. Surely that is time up. I felt my mood lift seeing the wee weasel McCann getting rubbed. Can't stand them. Yeah, that's me too. Celtic will win. Well rested Rio will score a couple. Oh, that's a bit of a cheeky one, that one. Well rested Rio Hatate. But anyway, that is your scorelines in the top league in Scotland this afternoon. Aberdeen 6, Livingston 2, Dundee United versus St Mirren postponed. Falkirk 4, Hibernian 1, Motherwell 4, Kilmarnock 0, and why is it just like that? Let me just jump on. It's not going to do. That's the scores for tomorrow. But anyway, that is the table. As the table is not changed too much. Hearts are still top of the table with 50 points. Can Celtic close that gap tomorrow by winning away? We nearly won away during the week. Is this the day that we went away this weekend? Hopefully it is. I'll be back first thing tomorrow morning. I can feel the pressure. I'm getting told to leave the building now. That's been done and dusted for this afternoon. That is your Premiership scorelines this afternoon. Motherwell, the big headlines will be that the Motherwell player that Celtic and allegedly some other players are after has scored again for Motherwell. Will it cost 3 million? Will it cost 4, 5, 6 million if Celtic want to get the player in? Or will Celtic just refrain from spending any money in this transfer window due to the fact that the next manager is going to need the big bag of cash? You know, we all waited on Brendan Rodgers with a bag of cans. We're going to have to wait on the next manager with a bag of cash. It's as simple as that. Martin O'Neill may get some players in between now and the end of the transfer window. That doesn't help for tomorrow though. And on that note, Have a fantastic day, Celtic fans, wherever you are all around the world.